Let's talk a little bit about Michael Jordan, Kobe, and LeBron James and who's better. The reason why we're making this video is because I was checking out some of Kwame Brown's content that I really grew to like now, and I appreciate what Kwame Brown brings to the game when it comes to his understanding, having access to behind the scenes stories. He's unafraid and he doesn't care about roughening no feathers. So I appreciate Kwame Brown for that, right? And obviously he knows most of these guys has been behind the scenes and everything. And today or yesterday, he was touching on Michael Jordan versus Kobe and LeBron James and why he believed that Kobe and Michael Jordan now just one step above LeBron James. They're different guys. They have that it factor that LeBron just doesn't have. And his whole point was about clutchness. So I'm going to play what Kwame Brown had to say, and then we're going to come back and react to it. But before I play the clip, please like the video and subscribe to the channel.
If the ball came out of these guys' hands, I didn't even have to look at the rim. I knew it was going in. I'm just saying, there's a difference. And if you've never been around men like that, and I'm a man and I know I don't have that it thing, that it factor. Like you be in the gym with guys that have that, and you be like, damn. Them motherfuckers have that much confidence. They know it's going in. A motherfucker that can stand at the free throw line with no seconds on the clock, you down one. What you think gonna happen? I'm putting MJ at that line every day of the week. I'm putting Kobe at that line every day of the week. Are you putting LeBron at that line? How many of you can honestly say you putting LeBron on that free throw line? Down one, no seconds on the clock, shooting two. If you put Kobe there, he's gonna hit two.
So there you have it. So that was Kwame. I like that take. Let's start there. I'm a LeBron James fan, but I think this is a very fair take. And there's no arguing that. Like the late game free throw shooting, as a fan, it's been so many times I've been watching LeBron James go to the free throw line and miss some clutch free throws. And I was like, God damn, bro, make the fucking free throws. Make the fucking free throws. And even if you look at the biggest haters of LeBron James throughout history, Skip Bayless, he's thrown so many bullshit takes about LeBron James. But this one about the late game free throw shooting, you have to agree. I think this is a fair take. What's interesting about LeBron James, though, is he's definitely run from the late game free throw line before. But I think that now, later in his career, he's actually beat that fear. If you watch, for example, just the sample size of last year, it's a lot of instances on which it will drive to the basket when it's time to actually get a bucket or trying to get fouled to win the game. Regardless of if it actually went his way or not, I remember in the playoffs against the Grizzlies, that late game drive that he had ended up in an N1 that sealed the game away. I remember against the Nuggets, game 4 when they were on the verge of getting swept. Last play of the game, he tried to drive to the hoop and to get a layup off on 3 people that did not go his way, but he still did it. Or the late game that he had against the Celtics last year, and on which he got fouled by Jason Tatum. The ref blew the whistle, and yeah, that was the end of the game. So, that's several instances of stuff that LeBron James just wouldn't do at the end of the game before, right? But still, it doesn't matter that he's kind of beat this fear, in my opinion. You still want the ball in MJ and Kobe's hands in the clutch over LeBron James just because of the fact that they are way more reliable from the line. If you look at for his career, LeBron James is a 73% shooter from the free throw line, which is high at best, compared to Kobe and Michael Jordan, who are both around 83%. Kobe 83.7%, MJ 83.5%. And I couldn't even find the numbers for the late game free throw shooting, but I feel like LeBron James is dipping in that matter. Now, LeBron James, for all of the guys who still like to claim that he's unclutch, he has some game winners. He has his fair share of game winners. He has the most game winners in history in the playoffs and everything. So I'm not going to sit there and argue that he's the clutchest player ever, because I just don't think that's the case. But he's definitely up there. It's just not MJ and Kobe. So yeah, fair point on Kwame Brown's part. There's no arguing that. I will, I guess, kind of provide some counter argument, because I don't think this is the end all be all. I know the late game, being able to make that winning play that will get you the win in a close game is a huge part of the game. So you want to be the best in that aspect. But we need to act like, let's not forget that the game is 48 minutes. And throughout the whole game, even if you're not the most effective in the clutch, you can still be the best player on the floor. It's several instances of that. For example, when Shaq and Kobe were playing together, Shaq was the best player on the court. But when he came to the clutch, since he couldn't make no free throws, and Shaq is not a guy with go-to moves or whatever, you would still want the ball in Kobe's hands for him to make the plays. Now, when it was prime Shaq versus that version of Kobe Bryant, would anyone argue that Kobe was better than Shaq? No one, you know? So I don't think the late game free throw shooting is the end-all, be-all. It's been the case with other instances. For example, when Giannis won his ring with the Bucks and Chris Middleton was still good, Giannis was by far the best player for the Bucks, but in the clutch, you wanted the ball in Chris Middleton's hand to make the play and to secure the free throws. Was Chris Middleton better than Giannis? Absolutely not. So, this is definitely a layer of the game in which MJ and Kobe are way ahead of LeBron James, but again, that's not the end-all, be-all. I think that LeBron James brings an all-around greatness to the game with the passing, with the ability, especially in his prime, to control the tempo of the game, to set up his teammates and everything, especially role players, to make them better than what they were. And that MJ and Kobe did not have. And in his prime, that's another form of greatness for LeBron James. I'm not even here to argue that LeBron is better than MJ or Kobe. I don't even want to have that conversation. First off, I didn't see MJ play, so I'm not going to be like, yeah, LeBron is better or MJ. And the LeBron versus Kobe, I think, is very close, and it's about what you value in the game. It's really about that. But I could see both sides. I understand both sides. And the last point that I wanted to bring up before I get up out of here is that although MJ and Kobe have the clear advantage from the free throw line in the clutch, if you look at just pure field goal percentage in the clutch of a game, which is the last 2 minutes of the game, LeBron James is up there. He's up there. He's actually way above Kobe, and he's right there with MJ. I know most people, especially when it comes to LeBron, they like to only focus on the finals. So I went and looked up the field goal percentage that these guys, all three of these guys, have when it comes to the last 2 minutes of the game from the field goal. And MJ is shooting an outstanding 48% from the field goal in the last 2 minutes in the finals, which is great. Kobe is at 41%, which is not bad, but it's not great. And LeBron James is at 48.4%, which leads both of those guys when it comes to field goal percentage. Now, some people will say that LeBron James is only higher because he'll pass the ball more than Kobe and MJ in the clutch. You can say that, but you still got to make the shots. Again, I don't think anyone should argue that LeBron is not clutch if you're fair. You can say that he's not the clutchest, but the man is clutch. He's had a fair amount of game winners, especially in the playoffs when it mattered, especially when it did. So, I think the MJ Kobe Bron argument is kind of played out overall just because the eras are different, the games are changing, and I feel like everyone's position is set right now, and there's nothing that can be changed. If you have MJ as your GOAT, he'll probably be your GOAT forever, let's be honest. If you have Kobe as your GOAT, he'll probably be your GOAT forever, let's be honest. If you have LeBron James as your GOAT, he'll probably be your GOAT forever at this point. The only thing that I really don't like is the fact that since LeBron James is still playing right now, but he's a 39-year-old, people kind of taking and switching their stances in a bad way about LeBron James and kind of de-ranking him because he's kind of falling off as a 39-year-old. That makes no sense to me because he's in uncharted territory. None of these other guys that you put in GOAT conversations were performing as great as LeBron James did. He's doing right now at 39. So if you already had LeBron James, if you felt a certain kind of way of LeBron, if you've always felt that LeBron James was not that guy, he was not a killer compared to Mike and Kobe, then okay, fair enough. But if you're one of those guys who've always praised LeBron James and now that he's 39, not doing some of the stuff that he was doing, and he's like, oh yeah, actually he's not that guy, let me put him down. I think that's nonsense in my opinion. But anyways, these are my thoughts. We're going to close the video right here. If you made it this far, get in that comment section and give me your thoughts about MJ, Kobe, and LeBron. How would you rank them and why? And it's been your boy. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys.